welcome BIRDTOWN viewers. You're watching the first official live stream of Bayside Ravens TV, or BIRDTOWN TV as we've dubbed it. I'm Kenny Andres, your resident BIRDTOWN caller, and joined with me will be James Muddy Malseed when he's done from his coaching duties, where the Colts have just toppled the Redcliffe Raptors approximately 80 points to 0 or something thereabouts. So a very big win for our Colts team, who are celebrating their win now. Joined also by my producer, John Devine, on the panel. And yeah, we're going to be live streaming our first game, which will be the women's Bayside Ravens taking on the Panthers from Kenmore. Showing you a couple of scenes now from the Colts victory there, celebrating. And I'd like to thank our proud sponsor, Gibbs Parts, for making this all happen. Our friendly guys there for all your trucking needs. Head over to Gibbs Parts, they'll sort you out. We're going to leave you with pictures for a bit, and we'll join you back in a second, a little closer to kickoff. I had a chat to Kelvin Howson in pre-game there. He was talking about the rough loss against the Jets last week and what he hopes for this one. So we're going to kick over to Kelvin Howson.
Kelvin Howson here, the head coach of the Panthers Gridiron here. Tough loss last week, coming back to week 2 here in the women's season, and you're up against a pretty good opponent who had a pretty good win last week. How you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. Last week, I've got a fairly heavy team of rookies this year again. Probably, I think I've got roughly 18 to 20 rookies. I only had about 4 returners from last year. So, hey, the team's looking good. We've got some talent in that team. We've just got to develop and get as close as we can as a unit. So, it'll come.
Yeah. You said with Stan, you've got a lot of teams, a lot of rookies, and a lot of your experienced players now, in fact, are going to be playing against you today, the likes of Kester and Rachel Dutrapan, the quarterback and the running back of the Bayside Ravens. Is there a bit of a feeling of tension or at all, or is it all just good feelings?
No, not at all, mate. We're all, it's great. It's great. There's Rach over there, there's Kez, there's Marissa and Rachel. They move the same, live down the road. So, I understand that, and everyone chooses every year where they want to play. So, hey, it's going to be fun out there. It's more like going out and playing your friends. So, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, this weather looks like it's holding off well. It looked like it was getting a bit rainy today, but if the rain does happen to come down, is that going to affect your game plan at all? No,
not at all, mate. Not at all. We're going to, we're going to punch it hard. So, see how we go.
Absolutely, no dramas. Kelvin Howson, head coach of the Panthers Gridiron. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Yes, there was Kelvin Howson, head coach of the Kenmore Panthers there, talking about the rough loss they had last week, which didn't start off the season they wanted to, but he certainly hopes to bounce back. And as he said, he had a lot of inexperienced players. They're only going to build, and we saw that last year how that happened. So I would certainly not count the Panthers out of some finals contention yet. I also managed to talk to head coach Andy Miller of the women's Bayside Ravens, and if you know Andy, you know that he is not a man of many words, but he did manage to spin quite a bit for 90 seconds. So he talked about their big win and how they started the season well against the Wildcats.
With Ravens women's head coach Andy Miller here, just finishing the Colts game, or half an hour of the goals game, mate. You've got about half an hour to your game. You had a big win last week to start us off. How are you feeling moving into week 2 here against the Panthers?
Well, first weekend was against a new team that just started up this year as well, so can't really read much into that one. Today will be a litmus test of how we're actually standing in the season. We've got 3 tough weeks ahead, not counting anyone off, but we've got Panthers today, followed by the Stingrays next week and the Jets the following week. So, yeah, 3 tough weeks to see where we're standing exactly this year.
Well, you did manage to do a pretty good job. You had a bit of a stop-start pre-season with a few gear issues and whatnot, but you managed to come trumps here. Is that pre-season to the first early?
Out gear, but
big match-up now, obviously.
This game with the Panthers at good field, so I don't see it as a rivalry.
Fantastic. Big question today, obviously, star running back Kester Trias-Simona. Potential bit of a calf injury during training. Is she going to be starting today?
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
All right. Thank you, Andy Miller, head coach of the Bayside Ravens women.
Thanks.
All right, and that was Andy Miller, and I've worked with Andy for many years, and that's possibly the most words I've ever heard him say. So yeah, he's obviously feeling pretty confident. We're also going to be waiting on the news about whether Kester Trias-Simona is going to be starting today. Obviously, the key offensive player for the Bayside Ravens. She did have a bit of a calf twinge in practice during this week, so. But she is a hell of a competitor, and it'll be a lot to take her out of here to playing today. But we'll see how we go. It is early in the season. I'm sure Coach Miller does not want to be risking some of his more talented players. So we've got a bit before kickoff. We're looking at about only a couple minutes now. We're going to leave you with some pictures, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, joining back now, I am Kenny Andres, and I'll soon to be joined by James Malseed. Just seeing the coin toss happen now. Believe the Ravens deferred, I think, so the Kenmore Panthers will be receiving the ball. We'll see, and so both teams are gathering now. We will be getting a higher angle for you visually. Just waiting for my commentator to come, then we'll jack this scissor lift up for you, and you'll be able to get a much better view of the action. So bear with us. So the Panthers coming off a disappointing loss against the Jets last week. However, they, were a historic. They made their historic return to the season and made the playoffs last year. And this is the Bayside Ravens' first year in there. They started their history, I guess, with a win last week over the Panthers, 46-6, I believe the score was. And now looking to make it 2-0, and the Panthers looking to get their first W of the season. So from what I can see here, number 33, Kestra Triasamono, the running back for the Bayside Ravens, is kitted up, and she went out to the coin toss, so she will be playing today, it seems. Whether that is a smoke screen is yet to be determined, but it does look like she's kitted up and ready to go. There it is, you can hear the enthusiasm from both sidelines going on at the moment. So correct that. Yes, so I was right, the Ravens did defer, so the Panthers will be returning here. Back to return for them, it looks like it's number 25. Number 25 and number 24, Amanda Ewers. And kicking off for the Ravens is former Panther Marissa Hayes. Ravens running right to left on your screen. Panthers returning it left to right to the clubhouse. Marissa Hayes pacing to return. We've got number 25 back there who isn't on my team list. But it will go to number 24, Amanda Ewers here. Ewers is going to go there. She's going to get the reverse. No, she's going to follow her blockers. Cut it upfield. Here she is at the 30-yard line now. Crosses the 30. She's got some room, and she's going to take to the 40-yard line now, and is going to bounce out at halfway. The Panthers are going to start off with good field position there. Might have even advanced it well before. It looks like it is going to be 1st and 10 on the Ravens 40-yard line. Check that. Ravens 39, it looks like. Another correction once again, the Ravens 34. Getting this mixed up. My producer John Devine's going to be loving me and my constant corrections. So here we go. Panthers now lining up, I-back formation. No tight end, 3 wide receivers, 2 near side to your screen. Blitz coming from Bayside. It's a run up the middle. Number 9 has got it. She's got to go. She's lost the ball, but the Panthers recollect it. That was number 90, who was a spare jersey on my team list here, so I also don't have her name. But the tackle looked like it might have been made by Lucy Jerez there after a fantastic game, setting up for a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, approximately on the Ravens' 26-yard line. The give is another fullback give up the middle, the same number 90 there. She's going to get tackled from a host of Ravens, but not before collecting a first down. She's lost it again. The ball's come out. The Ravens take possession via number 7 for the Ravens, Gracie Power. The Ravens take possession on their own 20-yard line. That's 1st and down. Bayside Ravens on their own 21-yard line. What looked like a first down for the Panthers has now turned into some fortune for purple. The Ravens will take the ball now on their first possession. Here comes Rachel Dutraban, number 9. Who, if you're watching our live stream last night on Casbin TV for the BRL Grand Finals, you would have seen Rachel running the trainer line for the East Tigers. Here she is now performing as quarterback. She was indeed the Panthers starting quarterback last year, now moving over to the Bayside, playing here in Bulimba for the Bayside Ravens. She's got Sammy Harris and number 18. Or 19, I think it's Emily in the backfield for her. It's going to be a toss left. Harris has got it. She's going to make some yards, dragging defender. She's going to pick up about 5 yards there from what I can make out. Looks like it'll be a 2nd and 5 here for the Bayside after a good run there by Sammy Harris. Check that, probably closer to a 2nd and 4. Looks like a 6-yard gain. In there. So, while she was kitted up and she went out to the coin toss, it looks like Kestra Triasamono will not be starting this game. We've got Emily Thomas the former Logan City Jet, and Sammy Harris in the backfield there. Dutraban in the pistol, takes a snap, it's another give. This time it's the number 19 to Emily. Emily's going to take him down in the backfield. A big hit there, number 18. And I think it's number 76 on the play there for the Kenmore Panthers. That's Meadow Luano. And number 14. Again, not on my team sheet. Fantastic. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Bayside Ravens. Can they make their first third down conversion? We will see if they will look to go to the air. The Ravens predominantly a run team from what the one game we've seen from them. Here we go. We've got 2 wide receivers, a tight end here for the Bayside Ravens. Dutraban, high snap. She collects it, pitches it out. Number 14 is going to get met for another tackle in the backfield there. Number 63, I think, big number 63 making the play there. Wow, would you look at that? Again, not on my team sheet. I do wonder which Panthers team sheet I actually got here. So here it is, 4th, and the Ravens have not punted yet this season, but here comes Marissa Hayes deep. So it looks like the Ravens will be making their first punt in Ravens women's history. Going all of their sets, either 4 and out, or for a touchdown, or a field goal. In fact, the snap is short, still Marissa has time. It's a nice punt over the head. It's going to take a friendly Raven bounce. It's going to keep going down there. This is returnable for number 26. She's going to take it up there. It's Evers again. Here she goes, another big return. So there's 2 of the most successful players for the Panthers there, the return game there. Lonnie Botel this time making the return, I think. Yes, I believe so. So now the Panthers will be taking possession inside the Raven half. It looks like it will be on the, waiting for the lollipops to stop, on the Raven 49 effectively. Now also keep in mind that the fields are only 90 yards, so if the 50 in fact is only 5 yards from the 45 to the 50. Or for the 40 to the 50, shall I say. So effectively it's on the Ravens 43. Opposition 43. Here comes the Panthers once more. Panthers set. Another fullback dive. Yes, they're running 3 plays in a row. It's another fumble, but the play will be whistled dead. They're going to deem momentum stopped, or a knee was down. Very lucky there. Now, if I'm Kelvin Housen, I'm going to get worried there. I keep going to the well for that play, and whilst it's working, there has been 3 fumbles or 3 loose balls throughout each of those carries. We'll see if he continues to go that way. Now, they've run up the same dive play for the last 3 plays. We'll see if they run that option out of it now. It's 2nd and 11 effectively. Strong eye formation. Toss play to the right. The ball's going to get lost in the backfield by number 25, and she's just going to take it down there. This mystery number 25 in the backfield. She's going to take that for a loss. Now it's going to set up for 3rd and long. 3rd and long, John. 3rd and long. Figures as we adjust to using Gridiron scoreboards here at Calling All Sports Brisbane. And it looks like we're going to take a timeout to the Panthers here. So we're going to get the first time out of the game. Panthers are going to see what they're going to do in this long 3rd down play, and the Ravens are going to talk over, see what sort of blitzes they can dial up in this situation. Here we go, back from the timeout here. Panthers seeing what they can do. We haven't seen a pass play out of them yet. Referee counting off. There is only 9 players for each side here. Grace Powell moving in to cover that, a big tight end of theirs. And it's going to be a pass play. In fact, she's got double slants happening over the middle, and it's batted away. Gracie Power on the play there. Down, so that's going to set up a 4th and long. We'll see if the Panthers choose to punt this, or are they going to try and get another chance to convert. Looks like they're sending on a punting unit. Panthers getting moved back into their own territory after a couple of successful plays and bobbled exchanges in the backfield. And yes, it looks like they've sent a punter in. Number 72, Tony Connolly, is going to be taking the punting duties here. And the snap goes over her head. It's a bit of a fire play here. She's going to have to see what she can do. She's going to down it there. The Ravens are going to take possession after a fumbled snap on there, or an awkward snap off the punt. And the Ravens are going to take over now, what looks like on Panthers, around the Panthers 30. 1st and 10, Ravens. A look on replay here. It's just an awkward snap. Obviously, early in the season, things are going to happen. Goes over the head there of Connolly, and Connolly's just going to have to do the smart thing and just down that. And the Ravens get the ball there in friendly position here to try and add their first score. For those who are wondering where we are, we're in Bulimba Junior Sports Club here in Bulimba Street, Bulimba, if that's enough Bulimbas for you. The new home of the Bayside Ravens as of this year, moving over from the Cannon Hill Stars. We found a new home here, and it's been a lovely one. You can see the field looks nice, and we're going to see a timeout here, this time by the Ravens. It could be an equipment violation, though. Nope, it's just a timeout. Timeout to the Ravens. Ravens are going to take a chance to try and figure out what they're going to do here on that first down play. Here comes Dutraman. That's here. He's after a bobble. It just might be Dutraman. Down the goal line here, it looks like. So he just an offensive unit. April left side. She's picked up a bless folding. So what was a good run for back close on. Alright, here they come. Dutraman back again. Emily Thomas, the last ball carrier, staying in the backfield with her. Number 40, Denise Pepe here at tight end. Amber Williams out to the left. It's a pass play. Dutraman, she's got Marissa Hayes open. Can she get her? Yes, she can! It looks like it will be close to a touchdown. Ravens, Dutraman, Marissa Hayes for the second time on this drive. They've connected for what looks like a 23-yard touchdown, but Marissa Hayes is down after that. She did have a foot injury through practice, but it looked like she pulled up okay. But now resident trainer and now quarterback Rachel Dutraman is going to be looking over her teammate here as the trainer Tim Kearns comes out to attend. We're going to see this on replay after we look at that, but you can see there Marissa Hayes gets a good jump in her corner there, and she gets into the end zone fighting. I think that's number 16 she gets behind, who's number Jess Ling for the Panthers. She just managed to beat her from the snap and get open deep, and Dutraman finds her and gets her for the Raven touchdown there. Ravens now 6-0. However, we've got a play down. It's Hayes in the end zone as we wait on the 2-point conversion attempt here for the Ravens. But you'll see some players there. You see everyone taking a knee from the sidelines to the field there, which is a sign of respect in our sport. When you see someone go down, they all just take a knee until that player is able to be removed. All right, we're just back here trying to figure out how to get the scissor lift going up there for you. Marissa Hayes has managed to walk off under her own power. The Ravens now attempting a 2-point conversion. Dutraban, the quarterback in the backfield, with Denise Pepe here now lining up at running back. All right, plays now whistled in. Dutraban staying in the pistol formation. Pepe in the backfield. Number 7, which is usually a linebacker out in the wide receiver. Now they're going to pitch it to Pepe. Pepe's going to straighten up. She's going to lower the shoulder, and she's going to get in for a 2-point conversion. The Ravens convert and now lead the Panthers 8-0. See then a replay. Pepe just lowering that shoulder and powering in. See that again there. 2-point conversion. They just get Pepe to the outside, and that's just getting one of their stronger athletes out and just over the top of their smaller players. Denise Pepe, the former linebacker quarterback from the Gold Coast Stingrays, moving over to the Bayside Ravens this season. And the Ravens now lead 8-0, and here we go with now a chance to kick off again. And we're back again. Ravens starting the game off strong. Talking over their kickoff preparation here, and back deep to return is once again that mystery number 25 and number 24, which is Amanda Ewers, who had that big return to start the game. Alright, and finally I'm joined from my co-commentator today, James Muddy Mousey, coming off your big win. What was an 85-0 victory over the Raptors?
Yeah, it was a good win today on the Raptors.
Oh wait, here we go. Big return here from that number 25. She's going to take it, and she's going to get tackled there just on halfway, it looks.
Solid tackle there.
Big tackle there. I think that was by number 5 for the Ravens, which is Lucy Jerez, the defensive captain. So yes, a big win for you there. It was almost a historic win. That very well could be the biggest win in Colts Ravens history.
Yeah, I believe it was it 86?
85, 86 is the scores I'm hearing.
86-0. It was a great day really. Just with the scoreline like that, it means that not only was our offense scoring, but also our defense scored multiple times on pick sixes, and also we got to score on that punt return. So it was a great day, awesome day for our team.
Absolutely, and if you are a Colts Ravens fan, we will be featuring them on the next homestand of BIRDTOWN TV's productions, and you'll see them starting up in the one, I think it's week 11. We'll be back here and starting with the Colts one now. We see Marissa Hayes, who would have been kicking on that one there. She's down again after coming back from that injury on her touchdown reception. She's tried to muscle on, but it looks like she might have to sit the rest of this one out. She's once again walking off somewhat under her own power. I think that might be the day for Marissa Hayes there. She's already contributed well, though, with a couple of receptions, including a touchdown, as well as a couple of kickoffs. So we're going to have to test this the kicking depth of the Bayside Ravens here as she bravely hops off. If you just tuned in, the Ravens are leading 8-0 over the Kenmore Panthers. An earlier touchdown pass from 23-yard touchdown pass from Dutraban to Marissa Hayes sees them 8-0 ahead with the conversion to Pepe, and here come the Panthers with an opportunity to respond here.
Ooh, single tight to the right, slide out to the left.
All right, here we go. It's going to be another run play. That big number 9 is going to come. She's taken several carries today, and she's held onto the ball this time.
Solid run there. Seems like it looks like they're going to keep running with that quarterback all day.
They're going to keep running. So that was a big fullback dive. You've got to see at which point they're going to look at trying to work some plays off this. As I said, they have been running in fake the option behind it, or perhaps a receiver reverse. So it won't be long, especially if they can keep successfully moving this ball down here, and there's windy conditions here. So if they are looking to pass the ball, it will be very awkward. But what is good news is that it looks like the clouds have passed, and we should have a sunny day for the rest of the game, or at least the rest of this game.
Going up, boy. A bit noisy.
All right, just heads up for our listeners. We're going to get a bit noisy here as we look to jack up our scissor lift to get you some better visual. An audible check it off here by the Panthers. Pepe is going to blitz. They're going to get around the left-hand side here. Here comes Tiafi Thurston in pursuit. She's going to get it, not before she gets the first down though, and she's finally knocked out of bounds on the Ravens' 35-yard line. So the Panthers once again find themselves. Break that play down for us, James.
Well, it seems like the quarterback may have seen something on the line that, you know, maybe we didn't see. Maybe they flipped the play. It might have been going right, and you could see that backside fullback.
You can see here on replay here.
Whoops.
Or not. We missed it.
Yep, that's it.
All right. So the Panthers now in Raven territory. That fullback number 90, whose name is evading me, is going to get the carry once more up the middle. She's met by the Ravens D-line, but she's going to truck her way through before being finished off there by Tiafi Thurston, the free safety.
Solid run. Seems like she's not really getting great driving blocks by her O-line, but she's just pushing through the Ravens defense with ease, getting another 5 yards there, it seems.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 4. A long 4 at that. As we start to ride the rides here at Disneyland. All right. In the backfield once more, it's number 89, Christine Torres at quarterback for the Panthers. She's going to give the ball to the fullback once more. She's going to get taken down. Much better defense here for the Ravens this time, and Lucy Jerez looking like she stripped the ball, but they're going to claim she was down. Is this one of those situations where they go into the well a few too many times, or is this something about do something? If you've got a big dog, you got to feed it?
I think they may be trying to use what they have. Like, you know, they may be thinking, having that mentality, and keep using it while it's hot. But, you know, eventually, hopefully, the Ravens defense can catch on to that, and they will stop her.
Push that button. Push that up.
The end of the first quarter there.
Alrighty, so we've finally jacked up that couple of meters to get you some better picture there. But yes, as James Mouse said, end of the quarter there, the Ravens have a lead. A lead of 8-0 here in this second quarter as they take the walk down the other side of the field. Alright, bear with us as we are orchestrating our production here. Alright, so you can see here Torres once again checking off, giving a tap to a signal to her 3-wide formation there, 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a toss play to the right here, that number 24, she's going to take it and get initially met in the backfield by number 77, which is Kayla Trunks, the cornerback for the Ravens, but she's going to get a successful game which will set up a 4th down, it looks. 4th and 4, it looks like it's upcoming for the Panthers inside Raven territory. Torres is still in the game, so it looks like they're going to aim to convert this one.
Seems like number 77 recognized that run real fast, but unfortunately tried to make an arm tackle there, and the running back just still broke through.
For those who are new to the game, downs are sort of like tackles if you were watching rugby league. Yeah, the team has 4 attempts to try and get the 10 yards, and if they don't, it's a turnover. So I see a lot of teams punting on 4th down, but it's a big pass play here, but it's going to get taken out of the backfield. Number 5, Lucy Jerez, as well as Denise Pepe, and even, I think that's number 14, Sammy Harris getting in there, splitting the sack work there, and the Ravens shut down that 4th down, and they'll now take over on downs close to halfway. 1st and 10, Bayside Ravens.
That's just a great example of the defense getting good penetration there and getting in the backfield and disrupting the quarterback.
It's always going to be hard when you're facing, you know, a 4th and more than 4. When most people know you're going to try and pass the ball up, and most people will dial up. In this case, Andy Miller dialing up a big blitz between a couple of his linebackers. And yeah, if you're a quarterback, you've got to stay strong and deliver that pass, or you're certainly going to take a pretty big whack.
Definitely.
So 1st and 10 Ravens here. They currently lead the Panthers 8-0. They're taking over just shy of the half. Here comes Rachel Ducherbrand. Grace Power now playing wide receiver off to your right. It's a high snap, it's taken, it's going to be getting to Sammy Harris. Sammy Harris breaks the tackle and she'll make a few yards there before being taken down by number 76. That's Meadow Luano.
Interesting little pitch play there, gaining about 4 yards, but still every yard matters.
The Ravens are already predominantly a running team here. Ducherbrand is capable of airing it out, but now without Numhotton, who is our other receiving option, who's out with a groin injury at the moment. So she is down to 2 number 1 receivers, with fill-in receivers now taking duties. Number 4, Amber Williams, is usually a slot receiver, and Grace Power, who's usually a wide receiver. The snap, and now given to Sammy Harris. The snap's behind her, but she gets it, and she's making some yards, driving those legs, and churned her way to a first down. This little pitch play working well for the Bayside Ravens here, Coach Malseed.
Yeah, it seems that they're trying to get it out wide because
10 Ravens.
Now that with Colts and with the women's, with the 9-man league, they just have so much open field to work with. So trying to get that pitch play is trying to get it out wide, use the speed, but still making yards, moving the chains.
You just saw on replay there, Sammy Harris. She's got great leg drive when she's running the ball. Some of these pitches are a bit awkward, but she lowers the shoulder and keeps those legs moving. See it on replay one more time there. Here we go, Ravens back at the line of scrimmage. 2 backs now. Emily now back in the backfield, joining Sammy Harris. Grace Power, your near side wide receiver. A blitz here for the Panthers, but Rachel Ducherbrand gets the ball away. Sammy Harris has got some room and she picks up 6, 7, 8. She's still going. She picks up a first down and gets pushed out at the Panthers 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Ravens, thanks to some sleight of hand from Rachel Ducherbrand, as well as another big run from Sammy Harris. Wow, Sammy Harris churning out the yards today. Now it looks like getting a timeout for the Ravens. Whether this is strategical and they move into their red zone offense, or whether Andy's just giving his big horses a bit of a breather here as they've been running the ball hard. But yeah, the Ravens are going to take a timeout here, and the Panthers are going to talk over, see what they can do to try and stop the Ravens here in their own red zone. And we are back here after that timeout here. The Panthers now making their way out. They're trying to find a way to try to stinge up their run defense here now that they're getting closer to their end zone. The Ravens sideline getting very excited after a successful drive continues and finds their way into the Panthers red zone only just.
I'm probably expecting to see the Ravens run here. Already seen them run for 4 times in a row now, so wouldn't be surprised if we got another pitch play or something out to the side. And it seems like they have their fullback in, so you know it looks like they may be using their speed.
Number 23, Natasha Johnson, now jumping on the line there. A rookie this season, as is most of the Bayside unit. Ducherbrand, Sammy Harris, and Emily Thomas in the backfield. Quick snap. The snap after a dummy is given to Emily Thomas, who's going to take it out in the backfield, led by number 18 and 76 for the Kenmore Panthers. That's Meto Luano again and Jess Lingling, I believe. Number 18, sorry, Fallon Kempster making the play in the backfield there. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication at the snap there. Emily Thomas wasn't sure if she was supposed to get the ball, and I don't think neither did Rachel Ducherbrand. But now Emily Thomas is hobbling on that foot. She's going to come to the sideline as they sub her. In comes Denise Pepe.
Panthers reading that run. They expected it, and it seems like the Ravens offensive line wasn't able to pick up that extra blitz, and unfortunately it disrupted Emily Thomas there.
Indeed they have. Now they've got a 2nd and 17 for the assignment for the Ravens here. A lot of coaches would look at going more of a half and half approach here. Don't try to get it all back in one play. You've got 3rd down and even the 4th in this instance, so no need for a big play right now. Ducherbrand, Sammy Harris, pitch to left. She's going to cut it upfield, and a nice solid hit there. Once again, it's Luano, the linebacker for the Panthers, coming in and making a hit and keeping that gain to a 3-yard gain. Now the Ravens now looking at a 3rd and 14, so another 3rd and long here for the Ravens. Last time they had that, they did complete a deep pass to Marissa Hayes for the 23-yard touchdown. A couple of the Ravens men now forming in front of us. Of course, they will be also live stream the game afterwards, so stick around for that as well. They'll be up against the Western Cougars. Kickoff 4 o'clock for that. So here comes April McEnroth taking her line to the front. Now with Michaela Farrell ready to snap the ball to Dutraband here. Pepe in at tight end. Grace Powell, the near side wide receiver. She's going to beat her man. Can Dutraband find her? She's going to get intercepted. A big play there, number 26, Lani Botel. Grace Powell was open. There's flags are down on the near sideline. Grace did beat her corner off the line there, but I think perhaps Rachel didn't recognize her quick enough. We're going to see this on replay here. If you're going to see Grace Powell break off early. She's going to beat her corner, and Rachel sees that, but only a little too late. And Botel reads well from the safety position and picks that off and saves the day for the Panthers. And whatever that penalty was, I think it was declined, as the Panthers now take over in their own 20. What do you think of that play there? You know, obviously Grace Powell was open for a bit.
Definitely. I think the quarterback may have rushed it a tiny bit, trying to get it look like the receiver was doing a little bit of a hitch route or like a curl, but unfortunately maybe just threw it a tiny bit too fast and was probably targeting the receiver, like in the safety read down on that, and just completely threw it to her.
All right, well, here we go again. 1st and 10 for the Panthers coming out of their own red zone. The player's going to get whistled dead. Flags are down on the far sideline there. So you can get a call here from head referee Gary Kendall. And we're going to see a false start on the Panthers here, so that's going to move them back 5 yards. Or half distance to the goal, I believe, which is pretty close to 5 yards in this instance. 4 or 5, matter of fact, yes, it is still 5 yards there, so they'll be just beyond their own 5-yard line here. They look like they want to avoid a lot of negative plays right now, because that could certainly move them into safety territory.
Definitely, if they aren't able to get the momentum going here, then it can look bad for the Panthers.
All right, they've got big number 90, the fullback, who's been leading their rushing yards so far. She's going to get another carry. No, it isn't. They finally played a playoff at number 24's around the outside. Pepe's chasing. She pushes her out of bounds and is eventually finished off by number 66, Katie Clifton there, pushing her out of bounds after the initial contact from Pepe there. So the Panthers gain a few yards there. It will be 2nd, and we're just waiting for Graham Reynolds to mark the spot there. 2nd and 6, it looks like.
Number 24 with the tippy toes on the sideline, getting all those extra yards.
You had a couple of those sort of tippy toe dance moves back in your day, didn't you?
Oh yes, definitely, all the time.
Here we go, split back formation now. Torres looking over the defense. 2 receivers to her right. Pepe not called offside. Yes, she is. So it'll be a free play here for the Panthers. Are they going to sack her for it though? So whilst it will be a penalty today, at least they did not give up a free play downfield. So the Panthers will in fact get 5 yards for that. See the near side sideline referee, the home side sideline referee calling it. You saw that, number 40 offside, that's Denise Pepe. So as I called, so the Panthers are going to get free 5 yards there, which will set them up for an easier 2nd down. So what was an awkward situation for a while now, after a long run and the penalty has set them up for a much easier 2nd down look here. And a timeout now here to the Panthers. Coach Malsey will take that opportunity to talk to you here. In a situation like that, I mean, you got a pass rusher like Denise Pepe on the outside. You're gonna forgive her for a couple of offsides there, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a bit hard. Like I think sometimes players may get a bit excited and start to give up some silly calls. But I think in this situation, you'd probably let her off.
2nd and 1 upcoming for the Panthers after they come out of this timeout. We'll also take this time out to thank Gibbs Parts for their part in this live stream performance. Our lead sponsor here at the Bayside Ravens 2015, and also providing the live stream you're currently viewing. So big thanks to Gibbs Parts. All right, play's about to be whistled in. Here comes Torres and our offense once more. Number 57, Fave Scott, ready to snap the ball to her quarterback. Contrasting offense here with a play under center, a toss play out to the right. Number 25 on the carry. She's going to get taken down in the backfield. Some more stifling defense for the Bayside unit. Sammy Harrison on the play, as is Captain Lucy Jerez, as well as Kayla Trunks coming in and finishing that off.
Number 90 from the Panthers, their fullback, has to make a block on that play. If she can't secure at least one of those linebackers, then that is going to happen every time.
All right, you can see the energy picking up on this defensive unit for the Ravens. Number 12, Rosie Shelton, the near side wide receiver for the Panthers. Another 3 wide receiver set. One of their 3 formations we've seen today. Toss play out to the left. Perez is going to take a look there. Sorry, Jerez over pursuing there, and number 25 cuts it up, and she gets a first down for the Panthers. Looking like first down on their own 27-yard line.
Good read there by 25, cutting in on the block.
Jerez getting in the backfield early, but reading there, but obviously a little bit a bit of a bad angle there, and she gets cut up inside there. So good read, as Coach Malseed said, by the running back there, who I wish we had the name of, because she's playing well, as is number 26, I believe, which is Lonnie Botel. Marissa Hayes is still taking a seat on the sideline there. Looks like she still won't be returning. And I also like to make a mention that the players, at least on the Ravens unit, are all wearing white armbands, and I believe that was planned in respect to the domestic violence happenings that have been happening soon. So that's a sign of acknowledgement towards that, and trying to raise awareness of it. I think the usual universal colour is purple, but they're certainly wearing a fair bit of that today. So yes, big effort not to forget some of the victims we've lost over this past couple of days of the horrid events. So here come the Panthers, sorry, it's the Ravens, sorry, the defensive unit coming out. Tiafi Thurston back there at free safety up front. It looks like we've got Jess Saleh and Candace Swiseland manning down the D-line. It's Katie Clifton, the near side corner to you. Kayla Trunks, number 77 on the other side. 2 of the smallest girls wearing some of the biggest numbers on this team. And they're switching it up here. Katie Clifton now moving to the inside slot. It's Gracie Powell moving to cover the other slot receiver there with this 3-by-1 set here for the Panthers. It's going to be a pass play. Torres rolling out. She's got pressure from Sammy Harris. Takes her down by the face mask, unfortunately. So a big play by Harris is going to get negated by the 15-yard face mask penalty, and we apologise for any seasickness you may be getting from some of this wavy cart we're on. But yeah, that's always the frustrating one for a coach. You want to praise them for getting into the backfield, but then it's negated by something like a face mask.
Yeah, totally. It just happens too often. I get it, the defensive players may come out sometimes and they're just trying to grab onto something, that shoulder pad or, you know, a leg or something, but, you know, and in that situation, a face mask gets in the way and they grab it, but it's just has to be, you know, you got to stay focused and you have to put your hands in the right place.
For those new to the game, yes, the face mask is the grabbing of the grill in front on the at the front of the helmet there. Whether you grab it or tear it, it's all the same as 15 yards from the last possession. And especially on a defensive play like that, where you get such a huge sack, where for it to go for 15 yards.
That's
it. And that was a fresh set of down. So it's first and down again. Here comes Sammy Harris again, meeting in the middle. A sack party between Harris and Pepe. Pepe's now down. She was one of the 2 there, splitting the sacks there. They're going to take an injury timeout here as Pepe's down. It's also the 2-minute warning now. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in this half here in the second quarter. As signaled by head referee Gary Kendall, who's now sporting the impressive ginger beard, which he did not have last season. So big shout out to Gary. I know you'll be watching this later, mate. So Pepe has come off to the sideline, I believe. No, she's still on the sideline there. Your near side linebacker playing some weak side linebacker here. Second
sweep
second
left.
Down here, second and long. It's going to be Sweet play. She's found some room to the outside. 25's got to go. Being chased by Gracie Powell. Gracie Powell's going to get her. Will she? Takes her down inside the 10. Oh, some great room found by number 25, who I cannot quite get the name of there, but chased down from Grace Power. A big play there from the Panthers coach.
A great play. The halfback there just made the right decisions, chose the right lanes, and as you can see, massive gains for about 40 yards. And unfortunately, that corner from the Ravens defense wasn't fast enough to react and close it down.
So we've got first and goal. First and goal here for the Panthers there, inside the 10-yard line. Here they are, the first crack at truly scoring here. Big number 90 is in the backfield. She's going to lead block this time. 25, who just had the last carry, he's going to race from the outside. Matched there by Pepe, and then taken down by Kayla Trunks there. The corner getting her first start here in purple. She takes her down on the outside. I think that might have been there for a no gain. Second and goal here. Some good side-to-side movement there from the Ravens defense.
It seems like they're starting to pick up the defense, getting used to their repetitive run plays from the Panthers, and it's just time for them to shut it down. Unfortunately, on the Panthers side of the ball, it looks like number 90, their fullback, still not picking up those linebackers or those blitzes. Until she can do that, that's when they'll start actually securing and gaining more yards every play.
Starting to see some of the Cougars roll in for the upcoming men's game. As the Panthers line up here, Torres, big number 90 and number 25, the backfield with no name. We'll then get it. It's going to be it was a option play there, but taken down from defensive captain Lucy Jerez, the number 7 there. A big play in the backfield for her. I think she might have been sent on a blitz there from Andy Miller. And it comes up the trump because now we've got a third and goal, but it's a very long goal indeed. It looks like what could be close to a 3rd and 15 here. Whether they go to the air is another story. That's not what's been working for them. We'll see if they go to that sweep play, especially to the left-hand side, which worked for them to get them into red zone territory. Especially in these windy conditions, it's hard to try and float some of these longer passes.
With the wind going against them currently, too.
And they didn't get the playoff in time, so that is the end of the first half here, where the Ravens lead the Kenmore Panthers 8-0. Touchdown to Marissa Hayes via Dutrabrand, and a conversion to Denise Pepe. The scores for the first half. We're going to take a quick break here as we thank Gibbs Parts once again for the Gibbs Parts BIRDTOWN TV live stream. And we're going to join you for the second half. I'm Kenny Andres, joined by James Muddy Malseed and John Devine on the panel. We'll be back soon. All right, back here on BIRDTOWN TV here in Bulimba Street, Bulimba Junior Sports Club. Kenny Andres, joined by James and Muddy Malseed here on the call with the Bayside Raven women in their first season in the in Gridiron Queensland lead the Kenmore Panthers 8-0. A score to Marissa Hayes on a 23-yard touchdown pass and a conversion to Denise Pepe, the result of the 8-0 scoreline. Comes number 18 for the Panthers. Squib kicks it down there. It's going to get into the arms of Sammy Harris, who had some great defensive plays in the first half. She's going to run. She's going to find a block. She's going to go. She splits the defenders and gets taken down inside Panthers territory on the Panthers 36-yard line. Coach.
Way to take it. She perfectly read those blocks that were going over to the right. Took it through the middle and got taken down by two of the defenders, but still a great return to start off all the way. Already going into Panthers territory here on the 36, it looks like.
Yes, indeed. The Ravens definitely feel like they're dominating this game, but alas, the score is only 8-0, and the Panthers have been moving the ball. They moved it a lot in the first half, just kept stalling inside their own half and inside the Ravens' red zone. Let's see if they can find their way inside the red zone territory again and see if they can fix up some of the red zone mishaps they had in the first half.
A lot of easy mistakes were given away. 8-0 is not a big lead. I've seen bigger leads lose. But yeah, it's definitely the Ravens now have to get a good momentum off their first drive.
Harrison Pepe, bodyguards for for Rachel Dutraban in the backfield. It's going to be a run plays. Pitch right out to Pepe. Pepe's going to turn it upfield, lowers the boom, and gets taken down there from the corner. I think it's number 26 for them. That's Lani Botel making a play there on the far sideline. 2nd and 5 for the Bayside Ravens. 2nd and 5.
Solid, good aggressive run they're going out there. Gaining that 5 yards, it's a great momentum mover already. Hopefully that will kickstart the Ravens offense.
See Castro Triasamono here on just passing us here on a production. She's trying to run that calf out, but it doesn't look like she'll be participating in today's game, despite being fully kitted up. Dutraband in the backfield. Number 4, Amber Williams at receiver. Another pitch to Pepe, who stiff arms. She's losing yards now. Can she turn it upfield? She is going to get for some Madden stats here. And she gets taken down for a gigantic loss there. And as good as an athlete Pepe is, she gets a loss of what looked like 17, 18, almost 20 yards.
That was a very unfortunate run for the Ravens there.
Indeed. Unexpected from such an experienced player, Coach.
Yes, you should expect it should be in her head. Just get that shoulder down, get it straight, going straight ahead. Don't want to be going sideways. Don't want to be going east-west. Just want to be going north.
Oh, well, and now we've got 3rd and Toowoomba here for the Bayside Ravens. 3rd, double sticks and then some for the Bayside Ravens. Dutraban not throwing a pass since that intercept, which is picked off by number 26, Lonnie Botel, the safety.
Maybe with a bit of a smart pass play here, the Ravens could turn this around.
Harris now in the backfield. To the right of Dutraband, Amber Williams, receiver close to your screen. Grace Power, the far side wide receiver, player is going to whistle dead. It looks like they were going to pass it though. Oh, the far side judge having a chat to Gary Kendall, telling him how good the weather is here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club and how happy he is to be a part of this. Probably telling him about how he plans to go to Gibbs Parts afterwards to get some parts for his trucks coming up. And the flag that he threw will be waved off. So, once again, back at Toowoomba, 3rd and 20 odd for the Bayside Ravens. Dutraband, Harris in the backfield. Williams and Grace, 2 wide receivers there. 3-step drop and a deliver it. Ooh. Oh, and off the fingertips. It was intended for Grace Power, beating the defenders, but a little too high for the number 7, the wide receiver there, Grace Power. And we're going to see 4th down and a possible punting situation. You never quite know with head coach Andy Miller, who is signaling to his quarterback here that he is going to go for it. So now we've got 4th and long, very long I should add. And he's sending Rachel Dutraban back out to try and attempt this conversion. Andy Miller never afraid to go for it on 4th down.
Interesting call, but I can understand it this close to the 50 yards. Even if you get a punt, if you can stop it, you may be able to stop it around the 20 yards. But I can understand going for it here.
Fourth
Does
and
look
long.
like they're
But
punting.
this time, Rachel, just like Ben Roethlisberger, is going to take a punt. Fumble.
Ooh,
Muffs the
fumble.
punt. Can she get on? The Ravens have recovered. Ravens have recovered after the little pooch punt there from the quarterback, Dutraband. In the absence of regular punter Marissa Hayes, the Ravens have collected the muffed punt and will take over in Panther territory. So the Ravens will continue. They will keep their same offense out.
Wow, very lucky for the Ravens there. Unfortunately for the Panthers returner.
Some unlucky bounce onto this green grass. Beautifully looking after the field here for us during our time here at their club. So well done to the Balloon Junior Sports Club, and big thank you to them. Dutraband, 2 in the backfield with her. It's a pitch
Ooh,
to
fumble.
nobody. It goes on the ground, picked up from Harris, who smartly just takes it down. The Ravens will regather and will have to deal with a 2nd and 15.
I've seen that happen twice now in this game. These pitches, they just have to be on point. It shouldn't be guesswork when you're throwing it. And unfortunately, as you can see, getting a loss there about 5 yards.
It is always the chance you take with those sort of pitch plays, and nothing but repetition will fix that, and it's obviously early in the season for them. I'm sure we'll see those pitch plays sharpen up as the season goes on. Here we go again, 2nd and 15. Dutraband walking up with Pepe and Harris in the backfield with her. Amber Williams, near side wide receiver. Grace Powell once again sitting on that far side wide receiver closest to the Panthers. Snaps to Dutraband. They give us to Pepe. Pepe's going to take it from a flat-footed stance. She's going to power away. Palms off one and then gets taken down. Flags are thrown though. Near side sideline from the sideline referee Joe. Last name escapes me. She's going to chat it down with Gary Kendall. And Gary Kendall signals a holding on the offense that will negate that run and also punish them 10 yards. The Ravens doing it tough here.
Ravens offensive line not being able to, well, in a way they did secure that front line, that first level, the D line, but unfortunately they're still not able to pick up those linebackers, and they are completely disrupting the Ravens offense at the moment. Just keep sending them back.
Looks like both teams dealing with similar issues there. Trouble dealing with the next level. Here comes the O-line and some keen Raven supporters beeping their way across the street. And we've got 2nd and long still here. Dutraband takes a snap, play action pass. She's got Grace Power open. Can she hit her? Yes, she can. Off the helmet. Gracie Bell with a great catch. She's driving players now. Dutraband completing her 3rd pass for today. Oh, big completion now. Grace Powell looks like she's down injured. What is with this hint of receivers? As soon as they catch a pass from Dutraband, they're going down injured.
Seems like that same pass play that they tried earlier on 4th down, which didn't really come up too good. Actually tried it again, and it seems to have paid off for them here.
Yes, they have with a 1st down. Ravens 1st down. Gracie gets up. Looks like she's fine, but now there's a Panther player down. Can't quite make out the number there. Definitely one of the defensive backs. She's not moving. Head coach Kel Housen, who we saw in the pre-game interview, out there with her, now being looked after by Ravens trainer Tim Kearns. And she is not moving, ladies and gentlemen. I will get you a number as soon as we find out here. She's now showing signs of life. She's getting rolled onto her back there by Tim Kearns. 21 is the number, it looks like. It's Amelia, who doesn't have a last name here on the team sheet, but it's Amelia down there being looked after by teammates and staff. We might take a look at the replay there of the pass if we've got it there. You'll see here, it's a nice little play action pass, and then there the ball there just enough, and Grace Powell catches it off the helmet of her cornerback there. A nice little falcon for the Ravens there.
Just while we're on this injury timeout, we can have some news from around the league. From the Colts division, the Gold Coast Stingrays defeated the Sunshine Coast Spartans 26-8.
Oh, the Sun Bowl rematch.
Yes, the Sun Bowl rematch. Very interesting. Spartans were coming out very strong at the start of this season. Our Colts team, we defeated the Stingrays in our first game 28-6. So it's very interesting to see a matchup like that.
Indeed. Spartans traditionally been a slower team as they slowly get players back throughout the season. But of course, they're still spearheaded by the X Factor Jason Goff,
Yes.
who is dynamic personified. As we see the player walk off here, Amelia, we wish you the best. Hope that nothing seriously injured there. As the players clap her off as a sign of good sportsmanship. Gary Kendall's about to signal it in now. Players are going to move to the middle here. The Ravens are 1st and 10 for them. What looks like on their 25-yard line. Moving closer and closer to the Panthers' red zone territory. The Ravens not running their ball as effectively as they were initially, through the likes of Harris and Pepe in that first half. But not enough to deter them here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a straight give as Katie Clifton now comes in for some running back duties. The usual corner had trained a bit at running back in the preseason here during her rookie experience and a rookie campaign. Here she comes here, and it's going to be a pitch to Clifton. Clifton's going to take it to the outside. She's got some speed. A great block there from Sammy Harris, but taken down by number 7 there for the Panthers. That's Susanna Tuiakolo. Nice tackle on the edge there after Clifton looked like she was going to turn it up the edge.
Probably should have made that cut in.
Get a replay on there again. Just going to see a big block there from number 14, Sammy Harris there. She's going to follow through and really finish off that block there to try and spring her to the outside. But a great pursuit and a great angle there from the Panthers DBs.
Still good defense by the Panthers. Really getting good, getting in that backfield and disrupting the running backs. As you saw then before, the halfback is still going east-west. They have to turn upfield. Should have probably cut behind number 7 before, but unfortunately lost about 3 yards on the play.
2nd and 13 we are coming up on. A short 13 of that, possibly close to 2nd and 12. Harris, Clifton in the backfield, joining Dutraban. Dutraban's going to play action pass. He's got Gracie open over again. Can she get it? And almost what looked like an exact replica of the earlier play. Gracie Power beats her defender only to then climb over the top of her, but this time drop the pass, setting up a 3rd and 13 here for the Ravens. What do you make of that? This play action pass looking to open up with a couple of successive run coaches, something they're going to look more of?
I don't know, it's very interesting. The past couple of pass plays have all been deep, but as you can see there, the coverage on the DB was very quick, very precise to the man, and it looked like, unfortunately, it would have been a pretty tough competition for her to catch that ball, but still maybe they should try and look at something else if they can't get that pass off.
It doesn't help that she's throwing into the wind at this moment.
Yes, that also, yeah.
We've got a sort of left to right breeze here in Balimba at the moment, which is really picking up some of those long passes at the top of their arch. Clifton in the backfield. It's going to be a pass play. They're going to try and go to her again. This time, flags are thrown. This one's in the backfield. I don't think it's play action, but there's another flag thrown far there. We've got a couple of flags being thrown from a couple of different officials here. Kendall coming in and asking for a tea party. Looks like a potential hold on the backfield, maybe even roughing the passer. And then some potential PI happening in the backfield near the receivers. So get a call from a signal from them soon. Pass intended there for Grace Power, who's been the sort of leading target since Marissa Hayes has left the field.
They'll probably have to start looking at doing something else besides throwing to that fade out to the right to the same receiver.
So looks like there was a hold, and not quite sure what the second call was on defense, pass interference. So the penalties are going to negate, and we're just going to see another 3rd and 13 repeat. So those penalties offset each other. So pretty much we just replay the down. Now this play, from a betting man, I'd say it'd be a long pass out to Grace Power once again. She's got one-on-one coverage. The safety is shading towards this twin side. I am indeed a betting man, and I'm going to say we're likely going to see that happen again. And here she goes, play action pass, right to Grace Power again. Oh, and she collects it over her shoulder. Big catch there. Can't wait to see that on replay. She stopped just shy of the goal line there. Let's see that. Let's bring it up on the Gibbs Parts replay. You're going to see the play action pass, the fake to Pepe. Nice at the top of her third step drop. Boom. Beautiful catch there, who's looking to make some acrobatic catches. Right call there, Coach?
It was the right call. I do believe the coverage was very tight, but the receiver made a great catch over the head. Way to get it, I think, but it's sort of, if they keep trying to do this same pass out to their wide out on the right, it will become a bit repetitive, and I do believe the defense will catch on. But, you know, I guess Andy is that type of coach who is like, keep running it until they catch on, like, you know, until it stops working.
Well, that's it. As the old saying goes, take what the defense gives you. And I think whilst that safety side stay on that side, I think Grace Powell could be looking for a few more catches. Here we go as the men start warming up behind us here. Pepe in the backfield, the power back, if you will. She would have taken the ball, but we've got a flag on the far sideline. And a Raven down. It looks like Pepe. She's going to get up though. Might just have been having a quick blow. Oh, and it's on the Ravens here. Could have been a false start, it looks. So that's going to move them back 5 yards. So if you're new to the game, a false start is generally an alignment. It could be anyone though. If an offensive player moves before the center who snaps the ball to the quarterback, if you move before that happens, then it's indeed called a false start, and you're penalized by 5 yards. Here we go again. Pepe in the backfield once more. 2 wide receiver to your left. Williams, Clifton, Power, the leading wide receiver at the moment to your right. Pepe in the backfield. Panthers, 1 safety high. It's going to be a play action pass. Now looking for Power again on the exact same play. Picked off almost. Picked off there by Botel at the back there. Rachel Dutraban taking a hit as she throws it, completely legal. And we're going to see a 3rd down approaching, I believe.
As I said earlier, defense will eventually catch on. It looks like their safety there was waiting for the ball. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come up with that pick, but you know, if she put her hands in the right place for that ball, maybe we would have had a different outcome here.
Check that. It's 2nd down. Sorry, 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Second and G. And 2 in the backfield now. Harris, Pepe. It's going to be a pitch to Harris. Harris has got some wheels. She's going to turn it up the other side. Drops the stiff arm. Flags are thrown back to where the ball was snapped. Not quite in yet. She got close, but the flags are down. My guess is for holding. For those of BIRDTOWN who are looking to come down to future games, you can definitely be decked out in Purple Rain merchandise, which we are selling here at our home games there. There's t-shirts, hoodies, hats, all types of apparel you can wear to represent BIRDTOWN. Jump on there, check out our girls working that merch tent, and I'll happily deck you out in some new BIRDTOWN threads. Calls being yelled in from both sidelines now. We've got 2nd and goal, although goal is in the form of 20 yards after a couple of penalties there. Here we go. Dutraban backfield. Pepe, Harris, Power, and Williams. It's a give to Pepe on a sweep right, 76, sorry. On the big play, penetrating hard and making the tackle in the backfield, Mete Luano. The Panthers defender there making big plays. She's been making big plays, been a bit quiet so far in this first half, but here she comes again making another big play. Sweep right, backside pursuit, Coach. What do you make of that?
It seems like the Panthers have a great run defense. They've stopped the Ravens' runs multiple times now. They're doing a great job of getting off their blocks and getting into the backfield. So good defense by the Panthers there. Unfortunately for the Ravens, they just need to secure their blocks. That's about it, really. If they can't secure their blocks at first level and then get over, start moving on to getting those linebackers.
Might take a quick look at that play there, Coach. You can break it down for us.
As you can see, there's the run going right. Unfortunately, they're met by 2 defenders, and you can still see those 2 Panthers defenders just standing there. So as I was saying, good team play, good team defensive play, getting in the backfield and disrupting the ball.
Claire Hemphill also getting amongst that tackle for loss. And here we go, play action pass. Dutraman loads up, aims for power again, who gets down and makes another ridiculous catch on her knees this time. That will set them up for a 4th and goal, and this time at a reasonable distance. So Grace Power showing her athletic prowess here, making some acrobatic catches here in the Women's League.
The same route, the same receiver, it's and the same type of completion. It's
And a quarter there. We're going to start moving into 4th quarter now, as we take a long walk down to the other side of the field. Take this time to once again thank our sponsor Gibbs Parts, Gibbs Trucking Parts, for providing our live stream and looking after our Ravens and allowing us to truck on in season 2015. For all your trucking needs, check out Gibbs Parts, Hammond. And we're back on here as I'm having a chat to Director of Coaching Benson Apati about getting me higher, but as a man who stands at 5'7", I'm quite happy where I am. So here we go, Dutraban, Harris in the backfield, Grace Power, who's made the last 3 reception, who's going to make another one here. This time it's number, oh no! Ooh. Number 11. Oh, I think they're going to rule that incomplete here, as intended to either Gracie Power or number 11, Jacinda Lee Greenwood, the tight end for the Ravens here, but they're going to mark that incomplete. I think if one of them just let the other person catch it, they would have had a catch there, and unfortunately that will be a turnover on downs there. Panthers getting a 1st down, 1st and 10 here.
That pass play was...
We'll break it down here on replay, Coach.
Yeah. As you can see, the same type of route. Looked like number 11 was doing a little bit of a corner route, but as you can see, I think maybe the quarterback might have been targeting that right wide out, and 11 was in that passing lane.
Yes. Either or, it just shows that the Ravens do have an effective passing game that's working for them at the moment. I'm sure they'll go back to that next time. In the meantime, here comes Torres back with her offense for the first time in a while. She gives it number 25. 25 is going to break up the sideline. Clifton attempts to make tackle and pushes her out with the assistance of number 6, Tiafi Thurston. The 3 6s combining there.
Good run, good blocking. Number 90 finally securing her blocks. Very good run, good team play.
And that's going to set them up for a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball on their own 25. Tiafti Thurston doing a lot of cleanup work here for the Ravens for when those plays break to the outside. She, of course, joined us on Bay FM a couple of weeks ago and lead up to their first game, joining my producer here, John Devine, as well as Emily Thomas, who unfortunately succumbed to an ankle injury here today. Snap is from Torres, gives number 25. She's going to follow a block from number 90, cut up field, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and she's got another good gain up there, taking it about 7, maybe even 8 yards, setting up a 2nd and 2. Harris down in the backfield there for the Ravens. Looks like she could have a potential ankle or knee injury there. The ref's going to call an injury timeout as Tim Kearns and head coach Andy Miller go out to assess their injured player. Might take another look at that on replay here as coach breaks it down for us.
Another solid run. As you can see, the running back got into a perfect position, shredded off the defender, and made another solid 5 yards on that play. The blocking was great downfield, securing the linebackers. It's all what you need. 5 yards every run play. It's good running.
So it looks like it'll be actually, in fact, it was 6 less than I gained. So yeah, we've got a 2nd and 4 coming up, but Harris is still down at the moment. Looks like she's in a bit of pain there. She's been fantastic on the defensive side of the ball here for the Ravens today. Got a couple of tackles for losses, and a couple of hard hits there on the back end as well. She actually hosted recently the women's get-together they had, where they got together for a team bonding session from right here. Her mother made some fantastic food for everyone to enjoy. So if you're watching there, Mrs. Harris, big shout out to your food. I hear your punset was quite awesome. And yeah, devastated there wasn't some brought for me. So yes, I think Harris is trying to roll over now and test out that ankle. AD Miller having a chat to his staff. I'm sure once he gets to the sideline, this time looking after his injured player there. Smiles on faces. Harris is quite the joker amongst this team. So it looks like she's okay. She's going to walk off under her own power. Telling everyone she's okay. She can dance, she can jive. So it looks like she'll be fine. Which is a good sign to see here for BIRDTOWN. Sammy Harris going to get a drink of water and make her way to the sideline. Coming on to replace her, it looks like it might be, haven't quite made it out there, it'll be number 11, Jacinda Lee Greenwood there, the usual tight end and also backup quarterback, is stepping in to replace Sammy Harris in at inside linebacker. Alright, here we go, 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Panthers. This outside run game to number 25, the horse with no name, is working charms for them at the moment. Number 90 in lead blocking for her. I-back formation, 3 wide receivers, no doubt 10. Fumble there, and recovered there by the quarterback.
Ooh,
awkward snap there and a little extracurricular activity, but we'll ignore that. Coach, take a look at the replay here.
Oh, looks like a bit of a muffled snap there, unfortunately for the Panthers. It looked like they were running up to the line, ready to go, but unfortunately a bit of a mistake. Luckily she was able to dive on it.
And funny enough, they actually might have got like an... Oh no, they're calling it a Ravens ball.
Ravens ball.
They're calling it Ravens ball. Let's look at that on replay again just to see what happened there. It looks like there must have been a change of possession. You'll see here the snap is mishandled by the quarterback here, and you see another Raven get in there, but we all thought that that it was going to be a Panther ball, but no, the Ravens have collected there. I think it might have been through number 7, Gracie Power, who's been killing on the offense side of the ball, and might have just got in there for number 5, Lucy Jerez, excuse me. She gets in for a fumble recovery there to cap on her day, which includes a sack and a couple of tackle for losses.
It's always pretty hard to see what's going on up here on the podium, but you know, maybe just like in that one instant as the quarterback dove on it, and one of the Ravens defenders just luckily grabbed it out of the quarterback's hands.
Oh, it was a bit of a dog pile down there. You never know what quite happens at the bottom there, but the Ravens have come up with the ball, and that's all that matters here.
Yep.
And this call, so Rachel Dutraban joined by Katie Clifton, Denise Pepe. The pitches to Clifton up the left-hand side. She finds a gap. She's got some wheels. Gets a block, breaks a tackle, and rolls in for a first down, getting it into Panthers red zone. Katie Clifton with what looked like a 14-yard gain.
Great run, getting secure in those blocks. As you can see, the blocks are going on the outside. She sees her lane, and she takes it for about 10 yards.
Even more than that, churns it out to about a 14-yard gain. Fresh set of downs and into the red zone. The Ravens go.
It's very good, moving the chains.
Ravens moving the ball well, but still in the lead 8-0 as both teams playing a very ball control type offense. The Ravens choosing to air it out a bit more on their last couple of plays, but last time they were here, they unfortunately turned the ball over downs after a drop catch there by the combination of Power and Lee Greenwood. We'll see if they come back to that play action pass. Power is to your near side sideline. Their most targeted receiver today, in the absence of Hayes and Sinead Houghton. Play action pass, no, it's a give to Clifton, who's going to try and churn it up the middle, but she's taken down there. Flags are thrown, number 51 and 18 for the Panthers in on the play. It's Sean K, or Sean K, perhaps it's pronounced. And number 18, Fallon Kempster.
Just looked like the Ravens' offensive line was just standing there.
Someone might want to get rid of that flyer. It's yellow and confusing the hell out of me. And it's in fact on the Panthers. Didn't quite get the penalty there, but it is on the Panthers, so it will be half distance to the goal now. The Ravens still first and goal here. Once they move the chains, you can see the referee pacing out the steps here. Looks like it will be spotted on the 10-yard line, or just outside of it perhaps. On On the 11-yard line, the ball we spotted. The Panthers 11-yard line. The Ravens are 11 yards from pay dirt. Can they extend this 8-point lead here? Johnson, McEnroth. 2 guards in the play here, looking to set the edge if they choose to run it. Lee Green with the tight end on the play. A tighter bunch formation here. They give us to Clifton. She's going to go up the middle and had a lane, but trips over her own feet and is followed down. A flag follows the play as well, potentially a late hit. We could see another half-distance play here, and the flag is going to get waved off there. He's talking to him. He decides he doesn't want to throw it, so they've waved the flag off. The play will be second and goal. No, the sticks are still up, so perhaps it is, in fact, will be second and still yardage here because they were outside the 11. So it will be 2nd and 7.
Let's see.
7 here as I give John Devine a heart attack as he moves his fingers frantically. Andy Miller having a chat with his quarterback, Rachel Duchebrand there. Now, Andy Miller rocking his patented backwards hat. And they're going to decide to take a timeout to talk about this further. So we're going to take a timeout as well as we remind you of our leading sponsor, Gibbs Parts. Keeps the Ravens trucking along for 2015. And we're back here after that little timeout there. Andy Miller talking it over with his offense. Rachel Duchebrand calling the play now. The Panthers ready, set on the ball. Number 66, Tiffany Cameron leading that D-line there for the Panthers alongside 63. 63, another missing name on my team sheet. Well, they'll have to push hard here if they're going to try and defend the Ravens out of their end zone here. The Ravens can in fact get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. They've got 1 yard to spare in between that. 2nd and 7, a long 7 at that. Clifton, Pepe in the backfield to give us to Clifton. Clifton's going to take it up. She makes a move. Can she roll away? No, she doesn't. She might have got a first down though, if not just shy. We'll wait on the official spot before we give a call there, but it's a big 6 to 7 yard run there from Clifton. The rookie running back slash cornerback, just graduating from QUT, I believe. Got his degree in psychology. She comes over for a breather. Workhorse is going to get a breather now. She's clapped off as number 14, Sammy Harris, comes back on after resting that injury for a bit. She's going to test out that knee or calf or shin or whatever's giving her trouble. It looks like the calf there. As the sun looks to go down a little bit here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club, but it doesn't take away from the nice field they've prepared for us on our game days here. So once again, big shout out to the Bulimba Junior Sports Club for hosting us and being our home for the Ravens here in 2015. All right. The O-line of Farrell, McEnroth and Johnson leading their troops up for the big stand here. 2nd and 4 it looks like. 2nd and 3 perhaps. There might be a false start here. Flag's thrown on the far sideline there. It'll be interesting to see whether the Panthers want to decline this if it is in fact a false start.
Might be a false start on the Ravens tight end.
It could be. There was some movement from the defensive line, but I don't believe she passed the neutral zone. No, it is indeed.
Wow.
They are calling it on defense. So it'll be another half distance to the goal here. And I think very well be a first down as well.
So after the Ravens being presented with a whole bunch of opportunities.
Stay on second down, it looks. Half distance in the goal doesn't quite make that first down marker. So they will stay in second down. The Ravens pick up a couple of yards there, and most importantly, don't have that play negated. So here we go, 2nd and 1. The goal line only 2 yards, or 3 yards away, I guess. 2nd and 1, 3 yards away. They can smell pay dirt. Pepe in at tight end here. Harris in at running back. The give is the Harris play action pass.
Ooh.
It was intended for Pepe, and it's almost picked off by number 6 for the Panthers. Rebecca Shooter almost making a play. They're getting a hand to the ball as the pass was intended for Pepe from Dutrabrand. They're going to come back for 3rd and 1. Might even be 3rd and inches. I'll take a look on that on replay there. Coach, you can break it down here.
Wow, already looking at this formation. She sees that little pass, but it's just overthrown. And unfortunately, she couldn't catch it. Luckily, they still have the 2 downs to play with. So hopefully now they'll probably maybe try to go for a run or maybe another pass, but we'll see what happens.
Right, back to live action we go. Dutrabrand, Harris in the backfield. Pepe at tight end again. Play action pass, they go on to the same play. And this time she throws it too far the other way. So now we've got a 4th and 1. Panthers firing up as they're looking to build on this goal line stand. 4th and 1, so the Ravens can still, in fact, keep a fresh set of downs here without scoring here. We'll see if they decide to pound it up here. Indy Miller, after getting here with a ground game, is opting to try to pass this ball in via the play action pass, trying to use their big tight end, Denise Pepe. This time calling a play in. Andy Miller with the classic Andy Miller poker face.
Be very hard for, I believe, for the Ravens to pound it in. Looks like the Panthers now are stacking the box pretty heavily.
They've got some strong D linemen there, as I called out earlier. 66, Tiffany Cameron leading that charge. Ravens, O-lineman splits slightly closer in this one. It's an awkward, it's an awkward snap. It goes high, but not long, and it's recovered there by number 18, Fallon Kempster for the Panthers, and the Ravens once again find themselves in a red zone visit without any points, and we've got an injury here to the quarterback, I think. It looks like Rachel Dutrabrand, the quarterback for the Ravens. Looks like she is down. We'll have to take a look on replay, see what happened there. You're going to see a nice awkward snap here, Coach.
Ooh, snap goes out to the right.
Oh, yeah, we see it there as they're going for the ball there. A couple of bit of contact there, which might have made her land quite awkwardly, but Rachel isn't moving at the moment.
That snap may have hit the center's butt. That's why it caused it to sort of dribble out to the right there.
The snap, Michaela Farrell there. Snapping today, taking all the snaps so far. April McEnroth, also a competent center for the Bayside Ravens. And we'll see on the sideline number 11 here for the Ravens. That is we're back. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. I think we had a couple of kids around the power cords. Might have been my own foot. But yes, you'll see number 11, Cicely Greenwood, just walking around pacing. She is the backup quarterback for the Ravens. You can see she's obviously not nervous if she has to go in. As Rachel Dutrabrand still stays down. She still hasn't moved a whole lot there. Trainer Tim Kearns looking after her. Head coach Andy Miller out there as well. She looks like she's getting up to her feet now, which is a good sign. nursing something. Looks like it could potentially maybe be a rib injury or even back perhaps. She was twisted quite awkwardly in that play. And she's going to walk off there, really favouring that abdominal area as her teammates and opponents clap her off there. So it looks like Jacinda Lee Greenwood is going to have to come in and play quarterback here for the Ravens. She's been training there a bit in the preseason for a situation like this, and scrub that, she's still on the sideline. Oh, that's right. I do forget that the Panthers did recover there, so we will wait for the debut of Jacinda at quarterback if Rachel cannot return. But speaking of quarterbacks, here comes Torres, the shadow of her own goalpost. Big number 90 and 25 in the backfield for her. Going to give the ball here. She's going to bounce to the outside, inside her own end zone. She's taken there. Eventually, Tiafi Thurston finishing off the play with it looks like Lucy Jerez in the backfield. Check. Yes, it was in fact Lucy Jerez, but flags are thrown, and it was thrown from the back judge there, Gary Kendall. A block in the back by the offense there, so that's gonna move them precariously close to their own goal line here. The Ravens might want to look at turning up the heat. They're now given the option to their captains there about what they might want to do, whether they want to take the play there or whether they want to push them back. Andy Miller's suggesting pushing them back, pushing them back. They will accept that block in the back penalty. Number 9, he's trying to plead that it was in the shoulder. But the referee's not buying that, and they're going to move back. Now, literally, ball almost touching their own chalk. Maybe 1.5 yards out. They have a 1st and 14. Panthers give, toss play out to the right. Pepe sets the edge, they've got him in the back of the end zone, it's a safety! Safety! The Ravens add their point, now lead 10-0 after the 2-point safety there. For those who may be new to the game, a safety is when you get tackled inside your own goal line, and that's what the Ravens did there. The edge set by Denise Pepe. It might have been number 10, Swiseland, who came in and made that safety play, or even could have been Lucy Jerez. But the Ravens finally extend their lead, not through offense, but in fact defense. And we're going to see on replay, if you want to take a look at it, coach, as they set up for the kick return.
Look, as you can see here, it's a sweep going out to the right, but it looks like the Ravens defense luckily grabs onto one of their legs, and she gets tripped over and is caught in the end zone.
And check that, it's Sammy Harris, the linebacker who comes back from injury, making the big play there, adding to her big stat line so far today.
It's always very rough getting a safety against yourself, and especially in a situation like this where they're already just down by 8 points, but now it's 10. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to come back from.
Absolutely. Now turning it into a 2-possession game here. In the 4th quarter, it's going to take some big stuff here. We might even see an onside kick here. So after a safety, the team that did commit the safety, they have a chance. So they have an optional kick restart at the 20-yard line where they can either punt it or kick it off. In this case, they choose to punt it, and the Ravens are going to let it bounce out of bounds. And now the Ravens will either get half distance to the goal, which will put them on the 10-yard line, or they will have the chance of re-kicking. Sorry, not half distance to goal, my apologies. They'll get the ball on the 30, or they will have the option of kicking with a 5-yard penalty. Re-kicking, shall I say. I was with Andy Miller when we had this similar sort of situation back in 2012 with a player by the name of James Pound, where no matter how far we got to their goal line, Andy Miller just kept choosing to opt to re-kick, given the returning prowess of James Pound, who set a league record of 3 kick return touchdowns in 1 game in that season.
Flash Gordon.
So it looks like they're just going to take the ball here. And the ball will be set, actually. It's going to take it from where it goes out, it looks. So the ball being set on the Panthers 43-yard line. Ravens men now dressed in finalising warm-ups as they set to kick off at 4 o'clock. Stay tuned for that. We'll be dropping the stream and then going on to that one. The snaps to Dutraban. Dutraban gives it off to Sammy Harris. Sammy Harris is going to wrestle away for a couple of tough yards. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Ravens. Check that, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Ravens. Give to Sammy Harris, who finds herself down again, potentially that ankle again. They're going to call for an injury timeout as Katie Clifton comes on to replace her teammate.
Ooh, injuries have been a bad plague here today for the Ravens. Unfortunately, the plays keep going down.
Absolutely. Sammy Harris has had a fantastic game today, both offensively and defensively. Seems to have re-injured the same, well, looks like the same ankle. I'll take a look at that on replay.
Ooh, as you can see there, going through, but it maybe looks like in that when she got taken to the ground, may have twisted something in an awkward place. So it looks like to be her ankle.
And as we take this to injury timeout, we might take a timeout ourselves. And we're back from injury timeout here. Sammy Harris once again. Looks like she's just dealing with a fair bit of cramp. So she's going to get on the sideline, get some water and maybe a banana into her as she tries to walk that cramp out. And Katie Clifton, I think, came on to take her spot at running back. Alright, Dutraban, Clifton in the backfield. Grace Power, an inside wide receiver. Amber Williams, the other one there. It's give to Clifton. Clifton meets contact hard at the line of scrimmage from number 98. He takes it down single-handedly. Number 98, another spare jersey on my team list.
Oh, the left guard for the Ravens has to secure that block on that defensive line. As you can see, she got through there, wrapped her up and took her to the ground.
Big play there. Mystery number 98 beating April McEnroth on that left edge. Here's the give now to Denise Pepe, who's going to straighten up and is going to take it for a couple of tough yards, which will set up for a 4th and 2. It looks. Pepe is down again. She might be dealing with a bit of cramp herself.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see the Ravens go for it here on 4th down.
I don't think it'd be anything other than Andy Miller to go for it here.
Yep.
As the time clicks closer to 4 o'clock, this game is very close to an end. And matter of fact, we've just got the 2-minute warning there from head referee Gary Kendall. 2 minutes remaining in this game as the Ravens lead the Panthers 10-0. Live stream brought to you on behalf of Gibbs Parts.
Oh, yeah.
right, Ravens finally getting set again. Farrell ready to snap. Dutraband set back in a pistol formation. Collects the snap. Winds up. Is looking for power. It's going to be overthrown. Picked off. Almost dropped there by Potel.
Good
Number
work.
26, Botel, dropping what would have been a surefire pick, setting up the first down for themselves though, so in retrospect it's probably a good thing that they dropped it. Panthers now regain possession and a chance to try and get a miracle finish in this game. Setting up on their own 34-yard line.
This is a good work by the safety there, Botel, to get on top of that pass. Unfortunately, wasn't able to grab it and get the pick, but still great work going into a zone.
You won't be on my team list, but I see Alan Sterner, Queensland representative, looking dressed in Ravens colours, looking to make his first debut game for the Ravens today. As we focus again on the women's, the Gives big number 90, who's been running the ball hard all day, but this time taken down initially by the legs by number 40 Denise Pepe and finished over the top by number 6 Tiafi Thurston. Panthers going no huddle here. Same backfield remains. Torres under center. Give is again to big number 90. He gets taken down this time by number 11, Jacinda Lee Greenwood, with help from defensive captain Lucy Jerez, who's now calling the huddle. Katie Clifton now screaming out to corner as the Panthers no huddle continues. Creates power on the inside slot. Blitz there from Jerez. Jerez is going to meet her around. Flags are thrown in the backfield, but it is a gain, pushing it very close to a first down prior to the flag. We're seeing claps here from the near side sideline. Andy Miller suggesting they want to push them back. It's on the offense. And it's third down, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Nope, they're moving back now, so we're going to be third and something crazy. It looks like it would have been a holding penalty, so we've got 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 upcoming for the Panthers here as they desperately try to keep this game alive in a 2-possession game. Snap. It's going to be a pitch, very rugby league-esque pitch out to the side, but cleaned up hard from Jacinda Lee Greenwood. Let's see that on replay, Coach.
Oh, wow, look at this defense there, getting great penetration. Already 3 in the backfield, you can see there. Great big purple wall just waiting for him.
The Ravens defense firing up. They can smell the final whistle coming. They're trying to put this game to bed. Would desperately love the shutout here. We're seeing a timeout being called, or is this end of game? Timeout to the Panthers. Panthers are going to take some time to think about it as we look at a 4th and Toowoomba coming up. 4th and Toowoomba will be an awkward call when I'm actually calling in Toowoomba, which will be coming up in a couple of weeks there, as we'll be covering the Ravens men's game in Toowoomba against the Redcliffe Raptors. We've got a 4th and accurately 4th and 16. The assignment here for the Kenmore Panthers. Kel Housen having a chat to Torres, going to see what sort of play they can dial up here. If they've got any tricks plays dialed up, now might be the time to use it. Almost at 4 o'clock here, so the game is closely almost over. The D-line duo of Jess Sally and Candice Swiseland, who's moved the D-line this year. Been doing so well. Let's see if they can get in the backfield with some penetration on the upcoming play.
I think Panthers hoping for a miracle on this play. Be very hard for him to convert.
Torres drops back, 5-step drop, looking for number 12, and it is deflected nicely from number 66, Katie Clifton, who's really stepping it up in her second game on the Gridiron today.
Good coverage by the corner there, attacking the ball.
getting in there.
You just saw on replay there, Clifton getting her hand in, blocking that pass as it approached number 12, and that was in fact the turnover and downs, and the Ravens look to kneel it out from here. See all the high fives on the sideline for the Ravens. Trunks, Swizeland, Jerez, Tiafi Thurston clapping it up as they know they've pretty much sealed this game now, bar some offensive catastrophe here. 10 points to 0. A touchdown to Marissa Hayes, a conversion to Denise Pepe, and a safety to Sammy Harris, leading to that 10-0 scoreline. The Ravens defense stifling and potentially earning their first shutout this season if they can put this game to bed right now.
Well, we're saying we should get black and purple one.
All right, Ravens look like they're in victory formation now. This should be signaling the end of the game. Dutcherband, who was injured earlier in the game, managed to finish off the game there now, taking a knee. Gary Kendall, the head referee, is looking down the clock, and it looks like he's about to hold this ball up as we start to see the handshakes beginning now for the team. Waiting on formalities now, but the Ravens look to carry a 10-point victory here. We count it out. And there it is, full time here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. The Bayside Ravens women defeating the Kenmore Panthers with a score 10-0. A touchdown to Marissa Hayes, a safety to Tammy Harris, and a 2-point conversion to Denise Pepe. So the Ravens defeat there, get their first shutout, and continue to 2-0 for the season. I'm Kenny Andres. Stick around. We're about to see the men's kick off here at 4 o'clock. Thank you to James Malseed.
Thank you for having me.
For commentating that. And I'm going to see if I can talk him into commentating the next game. Unlikely. And yeah, join us then for the men's game kicking off 4 o'clock. Same place, same time, same place. Other stream.